Probably a really nice guy. Go Ray Montes. Come on.
I mean, Ray has had his fair share of upsets at this point.
Yes.
He defeated Scapeshift to get in the top 8.
Yep.
Talked to Sam Birkenbile after that match. He was the Scapeshift player in that match. And he said, I don't think this matchup's good anymore, which is basically what we figured out, too, after watching it play out with the Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger.
Yep.
And then he defeated Infect. Now he's up against another bad matchup in Burn.
And these are bad matchups. I'm not joking. Like these are matchups as an experienced Tron player I would want no part of. I hate playing against Burn because the matchup is just, it comes down to being so simple. Here's a Monastery of Swispear. Hate to see it on the other side of the table. It's going to be beating me down and getting pumps from Burn spells.
So Hawk already has a better draw than any of the 3 games he played against Abzan.
Definitely true. Definitely true. Here's a tower. It's got to be a map. Okay? Step 1.
Cedric.
Dude, I've done this so many times. I think he actually has turn 3 Tron with Wormcoil. He's got an Ugin in hand.
I did not see a Wormcoil.
Okay, he's got some payoff cards over there. We'll see.
Turn 3 Tron on the draw, like with no big card.
Well, he's got an Ugin and a Karn in hand, but like I said, the Karn's pretty bad.
Yeah, Karn's okay. It's not great. Worse than basically anything else. I imagine Ugin is going to be too slow at 8 mana.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oof. Couple of spikes, couple of prowess triggers. Going to be a turn of 9 damage.
Lava Spike's basically good for 4 damage each, which is a fantastic rate.
Yep. Montes down to 10.
Hasn't even started his second turn yet, and half his life points are gone.
That's all right. We got Nurse's Mind.
And no way to interact with the board.
No, none. Gonna be working towards an Urza's
fine.
power plant.
This is fine. Everything is fine.
Have a sip of my coffee. Everything is fine. That's what it's like playing against Burn. Let's see what's next here from William Hawk. Boros Charm strategy. All right. He's going to take 4 and 2. That's 6. Puts you down to 4.
How many cards does William have left? I think that's the important part.
Well, he didn't play a land,
Yeah.
so he has spells in hand.
3 of them.
There's a Rift Bolt, there's a Skull Crack, or as I like to call it, Skill Crack, and a Lightning Bolt. I don't think Ray is going to win.
He has kind of the nut draw. You know, he has turn 3 Tron. We'll see if he has Karn or not. Wormcoil's not going to be any good because of the Skull Crack.
Ulamog was the draw.
So I guess he has some spheres to cycle through. Or he also, yeah, he does have the Karn.
Like, he could play Karn and exile Swift Spear and just hope that that's good, which is unlikely, but, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So, going to exile Swift Spear, pass the turn back. Hawk will draw. If he draws a land, game's over. Or a 1-mana burn spell. It's going to be a Goblin Guide. That's going to work just fine, too. Take a look. Hey, you get an Urza's Power Plant. Noted. Bull you. Game over. Wait, do you want to redirect?
Yes.
Okay.
No, wait, no.
No,
No,
okay. All right,
no,
all right,
no,
fine.
face.
All right, William Hawk, you win. Game number 1 here over Ray Montes. Burn very quickly up a game over Green-Red Tron.
Play a Karn and then die.
Oh, die, yeah. Turn 3 card, not even close to living. I guess we'll take a look at the sideboards here. Now, keep in mind, Ray did win both the sideboarded games against Infect last round. So now he's got 2 Spell Skites, another Wormcoil Engine, a Sundering Titan, 2 Rending Volleys, 2 Nature's Claims, Crumble to Dust, 3 Pyroclasms, a Vandal Blast, and 2 Torpor Orbs. He's actually got some tools here.
Do you like going up to 4 Spell Skites? It's not free in this matchup.
It's not free.
But it blocks. It's something to do on turn 2.
So I feel like Ray has enough rubbish in his deck that he can go up there. First of all, get these O-Stones out of my deck. That's 4 cards. Next, get these get Ulamog, get Emrakul out of my deck. That's 6. Get this Void Winter out of my deck. That's 7 cards. So that's 2 Spell Skites, a Wormcoil Engine, 2 Nature's Claims. That's 5. 3 Pyroclasms is 8. So I get to get another card out of my deck?
Yeah, I mean, you have Ugin, Karn. I'm not sure how good Eye of Ugin is.
Eye of Ugin is okay. You can get actual Ugin out of my deck, though. And I'd actually kind of want to bring out the other Ugin as well. So maybe I'd get like a Sundering Titan in my deck. Maybe. It's
okay. No, that sounds good because the game might come down to a turn where the burn deck needs to draw a burn spell to win, right? And then maybe you can Sundering Titan them off lands.
Yeah, you can choose like Plains and Mountain with Sacred Foundry and Mountain.
Right.
Yeah, so then you can kill like 2, maybe 3 of their lands if he gets a Stomping Ground. And he might get a Stomping Ground in the matchup because I think Hawk is going to bring in Destructive Revelry.
I do too.
So 3 Destructive Revelries probably on William's side. The rest of his sideboard, 3 Core Firewalkers, 2 Deflecting Palms, 2 Relic Regeneras, 3 Path Exile, and 2 Rending Volleys. I expect the Paths to come in on the burn side and potentially the Deflecting Palms as well.
So does Palm just fog the damage. It prevents the damage, right, and then deals it to them. The palm deals the damage.
I believe that is correct.
Okay, so that's actually a good card against Wormcoil Engine.
I believe that is correct. I did not play much Tron post palm, so I'm pretty sure that if you palm a Wormcoil Engine, you're not going to gain any life. We can take a look at deflecting palm here in just a moment, just to make sure. I believe the text on the card will actually help us in this situation, but. Goodness.
As with most cards, we get the gist, but there might be some interesting interactions with like lifelink and stuff. But yeah.
Next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you, prevent that damage. If damage is prevented this way, deflecting palm deals that much damage to that source of controller. So no lifelink.
Yep.
Yeah. So that solves that problem.
So that's good. Fog your Wormcoil, you take 6.
Yeah. But the cards that Ray has access to, they're actually not bad. And this matchup's going to be really hard for him. One of the things, Spellskite is like a windmill in the fact that it's just something to do on the early turns of the game, but it's not particularly good. Doesn't stop Boros Charm, doesn't stop Lava Spike, doesn't stop Skull Crack. It doesn't stop very many cards. That's actually what I think makes Burn a really good deck in Modern, is that you would think that Spellskite would be so good against them, but you can't redirect a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, and especially in this green-red Tron deck, it doesn't have access to blue mana. It has the Chromatic Spheres, Chromatic Stars to maybe get blue mana occasionally, but most of the time the stuff that you're redirecting is going to deal 3 damage, so you're only saving a point every time you activate Spellskite, so it's still not that effective.
As far as Nature's Claim is concerned, there aren't really targets on William Hawk's side. It's actually to kill your own stuff, so you can get a little tricky, kill your own Chrome Stars, kill your own Chromatic Spheres, blow up your own Wormcoil Engine if someone's trying to Path to Exile it, but most importantly, you're just gaining 4 life, which is going to undo a burn spell, and you'd be surprised that can actually win you a game.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like Tron is just like a turn or two too slow.
Yeah. So that's kind of the overall strategy. But when you're going through kind of the means of having to nature claim your own stuff, that's how hard the matchup is. It's not pretty out here.
I believe you nature's claimed your own bridge from below at one point.
You're damn right I did.
Why? Why do you play these decks where you have to nature's claim your own stuff? I don't understand.
Don't you judge me, okay? I drew a bridge from below and I couldn't get out of my hand. I cast it and I got a weird look from Martin Yuza.
Oh, I believe it.
A weird look.
He's just like, what are you up to?
I'm out of my mind. I needed that 4 life and then I got attacked by a 2020. So it was actually you. You were the 2020.
Justice.
Yeah. Nope. Stop. Not justice at all.
Oh, 4 life? Is that a lot? Did that save you?
I'm at 24. All right, I'm at 4. I'll block with a Narcomoeba.
You probably took some like pain land or fetch land damage or something.
We do have an update here for you guys in our other match here. Wesley Blanchard did win game number 1 here over Stephen Long in our Zoom here. We're hoping we got time to jump that way. Like we said, this top 8 is going to be real fast.
So this is the Vexing Devil version that's up a game.
That's correct. If you like Zoo or if you like just aggressively fast decks, you've come to the right place.
If you really like playing Magic, but only in short bursts of time.
Yes.
Not for a long time, but it's good to pick up and play for like 10 minutes or so.
Tom Ross School of Magic right there. That's what it's all about. Yeah, now for what it's worth, when we do come here to Dallas, we don't waste any time. Elimination rounds. Texas likes to beat down.
That is true.
They like to burn. They like to attack, and I love it.
I mean, that's one of those things that, yeah, I've heard that for a while, but I'm not sure how true it is. But I remember playing an Open here when in my Cawblade days, the good old days.
The worst days.
I was just like, what's going on in Texas? I don't think I've played a big Magic tournament here in a while, and people are just like, they play red. And I won the Standard Open, and on my way to winning this Open, I think I played against Mono Red 5 or 6 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And
that's intense.
That's kind of where my love of timely reinforcement stems from.
See, now we've come full circle. Okay. It's very hard for Red deck to beat timely reinforcements. That was the fun police on Red at that time.
Oh, we played a main deck.
You did?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, you have equipment, you know? You get 3 1/1s, that's not bad. It's like a bad Squadron Hawk.
Yeah, I guess so.
Protect your Jace.
For as much Magic as I played during college and through my 20s, because I basically played for 8 years straight nonstop, that was the 6 months I took off.
Yeah.
Was during that time.
Shocker.
And it wasn't even by choice. It was just like I just moved to Seattle and I wanted to be an adult or whatever. And
how'd that work out for you?
And that's when I didn't play. I'm so glad I didn't play then.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Well, I just would have had to learn how to play Callblade. I would have actually had to listen to you first of all, which is just horrible. You would have been right, which is even more horrible, and then I would have had to learn how to play that deck. And Urza's Tower into a Chromatic Sphere is where Ray Montes is going to start. Both players kept 7 here. William Hawk is down to 18 from a Sacred Foundry. And now here's a lava spike. We're going upstairs. This is actually good news, though, for Ray.
For Ray.
Because that's not a Goblin guy. It's not a Monastery Swiftspear like last game. Grover the Burn Willow is the draw.
If they don't play a one-drop creature, I just automatically assume they have an Eidolon.
Okay, that's a fair assumption.
I mean, William showed that was not the case in the previous match. You know, sometimes you just have enough burn spells and you're like, yeah, I can get the job done with this.
Ancient Stirrings, take a look at the top 5. Reveal a colorless card among them. It can be a land, by the way. And it looks like he did mulligan. Wow. He has no cards.
Ray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he mulled to 4. He's going to take a Spellskite. Took a Spellskite over a Wormcoil Engine, I believe.
Probably only has the one Tron piece.
Yeah. Not a lot going on in that hand.
Oh, he already has the Wormcoil.
Okay. Found a sphere. Gonna play that, pass the turn back. Over to William Hawk.
Just going infinite on those chromatic spheres.
Yeah. Demonstrating the loop. Here's a mountain. Oh boy. It's an Eidolon. It's not fun for Tron to play against.
But you have
plants.
so many big spells.
You do, but you gotta cast small spells to get
Yeah.
to the big ones. It's a Spellskite, I believe.
With a potential blue mana open from the chromatic sphere.
Yeah.
Plus, he's only one Urza's Mine away from actually casting Wormcoil Engine, which is pretty impressive.
Hawk will draw. Montes down to 15. Here comes the Eidolon. Spellskite's feeling tough. Gonna get in there and block. There's an Arid Mesa, I believe, here from William. The follow-up is a Lightning Helix. Eidolon's gonna deal Hawk 2. He's gonna gain some life back here because it is Lightning Helix. I actually like a redirect here, I think.
Yeah, just do it while you can.
Yeah, it's also a free redirect because you can use the sphere for blue mana.
Yeah, and you're probably going to end up having to pop the sphere next turn if you don't find the Urza's Mine.
Yeah. Stomping Ground's going to come on down.
It's interesting that William is giving him the choice of whether or not he wants to redirect.
Yeah. Now here's a Lightning Bolt. 2 more damage here from the Eidolon. That's not really going to matter too much on William Hawk's side as he falls down to 15. But that's going to resolve too. Now Montes is going to untap. He'll draw. Didn't get a great look at what he found.
Looking for an Urza's Mine.
Yeah. See, in situations like this, when you're playing Tron, you just have to try to get as lucky as possible. You have, like, almost no choice.
Yeah, and sometimes it's there.
Yeah.
You just win the game on the spot.
So if I'm Montes in this spot, I'm using the Grove to crack this for a green mana, hoping to spike. That's a tower, wrong piece. That'll happen sometimes.
Oops.
That's all part of it. And he does have a mana floating. He's going to play a star here. He's going to take 2 because of the Eidolon, going to fall down to 7. He still has a mana floating. But I do think that Ray missed out on an opportunity here to just have something redirected over to the Spellskite. He could be 3 points higher right now. He could be a 10.
Yeah, but then he's just going to take 2 from the Eidolon on the next turn.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say like whether or not which one is correct.
He's in bad shape either way.
That's
for sure.
certainly true, yeah.
Over to Hawk. He'll draw. Looks like he may have picked up another land. He's got 2 other lands in hand. He does have a Boros Charm over there as well. Here comes Eidolon. Gonna block with Spellskite right away. There's a land past the turn back.
See, Spellskite's plus 2 life at this point.
Okay.
So you're down 3 from one of the redirects, but up 2 from the block.
Chromatic Sphere. Continuing to demonstrate the Sphere Star loop.
Where you basically do nothing except spin your wheels. And hope that the right cards turn up.
Drawing a card feels real good. And it looks like he might just be passing the turn back.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like you just need to dig for the Wormcoil.
Well, I don't want to play any more turns. I want to play as few turns as possible. Because my opponent's draws are way better than mine. Yeah, we're in Ray's end step. Hawk will draw. Remember, he's got a Boros Charm in hand right now. So it's only going to take one more burn spell. Here comes Eidolon. Spellskite's blocking. There's a Wooded Foothills, pass the turn back. Draw a card. Oblivion Stone. That one's a touch slow for the matchup. And not particularly good right now, unfortunately, for Ray. He's just going to pass the turn back. Hawk will sacrifice another fetch land. But playing a game in kind of this holding pattern of playing draw go, this favors William much more than it favors Ray.
I would think so. I mean, so far, it's not worked out that way.
Yep. Gonna thin the deck out another land. Ray just looking to draw that last burn spell. Excuse me, William looking to draw that last burn spell.
Yeah, and ideally for him, it's not one that can be redirected to the Spellskite.
Yep.
Because that's what Ray wants. Ray wants William to blink at some point so that he can actually cash in the Chromatic Star and draw a card.
Lightning Healer's gonna go upstairs. Looks like he's gonna cash in the star. Redirect over the Spellskite. So Lightning Healers will gain some life here. And Hawk will pass the turn back. Is there an Urza's Mine on top of the deck? There is not. It's a power plant.
He did find a Pyroclasm off the Chromatic Star, so at least he can get the Eidolon off the table. Then he's down to 5 life.
There's a Boros Charm over the other side.
Yeah.
I'm technically down to 1 then. I'll see if he does want to play the Pyroclasm. And then he's opened up to play the Sphere as well.
Yeah, and you're going to take 2 from the Eidolon's attack next turn anyway, so you might as well just cast it now.
Yep.
Get the Eidolon off the table.
William Hawk's not going to miss his Eidolon trigger, that's for sure. He's not the #1 overall seed for nothing.
Yeah, I've not seen a miss trigger from him yet.
That's a Sphere. One of the cards that William Hawk is sitting on is a Deflecting Palm. Aha.
Maybe William's the one that's just like, yeah, draw an Urza's Mine. See what happens. Oh, you're at 5 life, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Palm is pretty nice against Tron, actually.
Worth noting that if William just got the Spellskite off the table like a long time ago, he would have been free and clear to just keep attacking with the Eidolon.
Yep. There's an Expedition map. But no mana to break it.
Well, we're getting closer.
Hawk, is he going to draw that burn spell? It's a Swift Spear. That counts.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yep. There's an attacker. There's a Boros Charm. Trigger Prowess. Deal 4. Let's make it 6, and that's going to do it. William Hawk is going to win this match over Ray Montes. 2-0. Burn. Going to take down Tron. It's been a run of upsets there for Ray Montes, but couldn't get by this one. And for William Hawk, our #1 overall seed, he is moving on to the finals to play against Zoo or... Zoo.
Yeah. Well, Ray did accomplish something really big, which is get you a deck.
He did. I can appreciate that.
He found you a modern deck.
I can appreciate that for sure. There's definitely some innovations to be had here in Green Red Tron with Void Winnower and Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. So now we're getting ready for our Zoo mirror.